do my thing for exposure. So let's say that you work for a client for exposure. You get 0 new clients. You did not in fact get exposure. Here's the thing though, if you worked for a client for exposure and you got 5 new clients, was that successful? The answer would be yeah. The kind of situation that I generally think of as like business who's just trying to get off the ground and they're like, hey, this would be great exposure for you. Usually, frankly, they don't have any clout to give you exposure. You have to work for exposure, but it might not be for someone else. It might be that you're working for exposure for yourself. I've worked on a lot of different game projects. I've spent my own time programming. I was working for exposure. It wasn't working for exposure for somebody else though. It was working for exposure for myself. To build up your portfolio, especially in game dev, you often want collaboration. So this could be game jams. This could be just working on a passion project with some other people. This could be that you're the programmer, they're the artist, you're the artist, they're the programmer. It could be working with composers. If you are good at part of what you're doing, but not all of it, your work won't shine as well. You want your work to shine. The thing is that in most creative fields, portfolio is what wins. One of the problems with the for exposure thing is that it's this very resume-oriented mindset. It is, hey, you worked with me, therefore your resume's built up. Well, frankly, if you have worked with 50 small businesses and your logos all suck, I don't want you to build my logo. I don't care. If your goal is to get into a specific field, you might need to do some work for exposure by yourself, or somebody else, probably not somebody who says it's for exposure. And then also you want to make sure that you are not using your weakest abilities and showcasing those with your strongest ones. You want to collaborate where that's helpful.